Hello, my lovelies. I'm Ginny O, the author with no last name, and today I thought we would try something new for 2024, a library haul. Now, over in Booktube and on Book Talk, you see a lot of videos where people do these book hauls where they go to the store, they buy a bunch of books, and then they come and show them off. And I thought it'd be nice to push back a little and support our local libraries by going to the library, ordering a bunch of books, then coming back and showing them off. Now, because I read fantasy and science fiction, of course, I am going to be trying to order a lot of fantasy and science fiction books just to show what you can get through your library. So I've been going on Google and being like, books published in 20 such and such, and it's like, well, here are books recommended for you. I'm like, okay, my science fiction and fantasy thing is a little too well known to Google algorithms, I think. Oh dear. But so today I have 6 books, 5 I ordered, and 1 that I have from my library that I'm supposed to be reading for my librarian to see if she wants to put it into the collection or not. Here is the thing. Your librarian cannot read every book that is donated to the library and in every genre. You can't expect that. So if you become kind of like a volunteer and friend to your librarian, sometimes they'll shove books at you that have been donated or have just been bought, and she's like, read this, come back and tell me if it's any good. So that's fun. My local library system is actually 33 connected libraries. In New York State, we have 5 library systems, and these library systems are like independent in different areas around the state. Like there's one in New York City, I know there's one around where I am, and then there's like 3 more. The state is cut up into like 5 pieces, so you can use your library card at like 30 odd libraries and do interlibrary loan. You can go online and order things, and it's really, really nice, because my library is a really tiny library, because I read science fiction and fantasy. She doesn't really have a lot of it, go figure. So I can order from, there's the big central library, there's some other like mid-sized libraries in the system that can, that I can get from. So let's get started. So the first book is a modern fairy tale by Holly Black, Valiant, and I didn't make that up. It's like right there on the cover. It says modern fairy tale, and this is actually a Greek one with the labyrinth, I believe. So there was like reference to a monster in a maze or something. So I'm gonna say it's the labyrinth, and but fairy tales set in modern day. Then I have The Justice of Kings by Richard Swan. So everything after this should be from 2022. That was my theme this time, 2022. And this one is, he's the king's justice and he has to go around and solve crime, as far as I can tell. So they solve crime in a fantasy world, with monarch and everything. So we'll see if I can, we'll see if I get through this one. It's really not, it's, typical thickness, I think. Let's see. The next one is called The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. And The Stardust Thief is... oh, right. This was the Alibaba and 40 Thieves one. I believe... I don't know if I want to call this one a fantasy or a sci-fi or science fantasy, but Alibaba and 40 Thieves. You're gonna notice that there's going to be a lot of stuff like this when you're coming into publishing, is that they really, even on, this is not young adult, both of these are kind of adult, that you're gonna find those kind of common threads when you're looking through the summaries that you can kind of distill down to a type of marketing ploy, I guess. So some sort of generic story or tie to an older story type of thing, you're gonna see that a lot. They like that type of thing. So this one I heard a lot of good things about. The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axio. Girl is spirited away to the spirit realm. Sorry. She's taken away to the spirit realm to stop the her village from being flooded out constantly by the mer people, I guess, or when I don't know if I'd call them mer people, but this is a Chinese-based tale, as you can tell by the girl in the hanfu, and actually, as far as I'm aware, that this is a very common Asian trope. They're bringing it over to Western audiences, so cool. Very nice. I like that type of thing. A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. Now I've heard stuff about this too, and this bard character has left, and now he's come back, and a whole bunch of girls have been kidnapped, and he has to find who did it, and there's a love story, I believe. Like, you know, very simple type of thing in a fantasy world. You're like, man, a lot of this stuff sounds like, you know, mysteries and drama, and yeah, but you know, when you throw a little magic and maybe a dragon, and you gotta have some fun with it. And then the last one is The Art of Prophecy by Wesley Chu. And this is, you know, there is a massive prophecy, but things have gone wrong type of thing. So, you know, does the prophecy, is it going to go out like it really says? Kind of reminds me of the Shadow Moon, which is the sequel to Willow that George Lucas and Chris Claremont did. Like, how Elora Danan was the child of prophecy, and what happened, you know, like 15, 16 years after the movie. So what happened to Elora and all the brownies and Willow and all that. I really love this trilogy, by the way. What TV show? I don't know what you're talking about. So, a lot of these books, you know, we have on the back covers, we have all these like little blurbs from different authors and institutions telling us this book is really, really great. Well, once again, but just so you know, most of us only care about this, and we care about the cover, and we care about the summary inside. Oh, and this one has a map inside. I love maps. Maps are great. If you can put a map in your book, I love you forever. That's always just the tip of the thing. I have loved maps ever since Mossflower. Oh, sorry, Mossflower. This is what happens when you don't have the slipcovers for them. And he put a map in every single book. And it's just like, ooh, over time I get to see where we go and how the world changes, and that's always fun. So I have been addicted to maps since 3rd grade. So these are all books that I was able to find at my local library, and they were all published in 2022. I don't know if I'm going to like stay with a yearly theme or what, and I don't know if like I'll do a follow-up video of, okay, I did this library haul, and these are the books I finished, and these are the books I didn't, type of thing. Or maybe I'll make you wait until Booktober and go over what was good and what wasn't then. I just haven't decided yet. If you have a preference, tell me in the comments. Anyway, this is just a really short video of things I found at my local library, or had brought into my local library. So take care of yourselves, my lovelies. Stay safe. Patronize your local library. And I will see you in the next video.